community? Do you know about when they arrived here, let's say in Port Arthur?
That would have been immediately following the ending of the Mexican Revolution, and that's when there was poverty. There was nothing to eat. So it was welcoming to have all the migrants crossing over to harvest and also help the military feeding them.
Small town church.
It's a very close-knit congregation.
You don't have to turn it. You can listen to it like that.
Move
You can?
to
Yeah.
a job. After picking fruit, they could always get a job in the railroad. And that railroad, after the revolution, the Mexican government that was set up, Woodrow Wilson loaned them $5 million.
I've already seen that.
Exactly. I had to record it again though, because it wasn't processing on my. It wasn't uploading on YouTube, so I had to do it again.
They just kept going from one job to another and get a job on the railroad. The railroad took a lot of Hispanics, a lot of Mexicans from San Antonio to Houston, from Houston to Beaumont. And in Beaumont you have the Texaco refinery, and that's where you have paycheck and medical insurance and security. So it was about that time that the greatest influence, where you have the old timers, all the generations that are here now, know nothing about that first generation.
No, you
But
don't.
that's when it exploded, really, when it
So you
started.
think
good.
about the
You didn't have to turn it. I
1920s,
just turn
Yeah.
it up.
about that time, the second spindle top wave of development.
I
You
know,
think it was
I
in the
know
20s?
my own parents' credentials are dated 27.
Okay.
So that would be just about right. Because in 25, it was, the country was becoming stable, settling down. There was no more killing. But people had to go somewhere where they could work and get food and
Right.
make money. So with the refinery here, you had a lot of that first generation going into the refinery, working at Texaco and Gulf, and setting up little stores, working in these shops.
Right.
And I remember that's about how it started growing. The first ones who were here, and the generations that are here now,
Right.
I don't think they're very knowledgeable about what those people did when they arrived here.
Right, but that's what we're trying to do, is educate people now, and this interview is important for that. Paul, do you have something to add about, about when you thought
it was
they...
my understanding that our parents, my daddy in particular, he was older than our mother, probably about 12 years older than her. And he came over here as a result of the revolution that was going over there in Mexico. He was looking for a better place than just fighting, his own people over there. So he came over here to work. And stories I remember him telling me and some of the others were that when he first got here, he ended up going to San Antonio first and worked there a little bit, and before ever coming down to this area. But the main source of employment for him originally was working at sawmills, because that was the big industry around in this area. There were so many trees, they were cutting the trees down. But his job mainly was milling the trees after they were cut, making them into lumber. He moved from sawmill to sawmill because those sawmill outfits moved to the locations where they were actually cutting the trees. And as the trees got depleted, they would move the sawmills around, so he would travel from town to town with the sawmill companies that were milling the trees. And